Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how to remove and install a new headlight on a Harley Street 500 or 750. This is a 2015 I'm going to be demonstrating on, but this does work up to the 2019 models. Same headlight, mounting and brackets and all that. The headlight we're going to be installing here is a knockoff Daymaker. It's white in color. You can actually get these for about $20, on Amazon. And they're great headlights. I've actually done this mod on my personal street. It really is. It's a night and day difference from the stock one. Any street owners, I mean, you know that the stock one is absolutely useless. So it's quite simple. There's just one difficult part. That's the clips inside of the headlight. So I'm going to be walking you through that and showing you how to remove and reinstall everything. So these are all the tools you're going to need for it. You're going to need a flathead screwdriver, a hex bit. I apologize, I don't know the exact size, but easy to find. You need a Phillips bit, a pair of pliers, and obviously a screwdriver to use the bits with. So starting off here, there's two screws to remove the cowl. There's going to be one right there and one right here. Remove those. It's a little awkward to get to with the bars and the wires right here, but as long as you can get a driver in there, that's why I'm using this one with the rather longer neck. Just a little easier to get through. So we're going to go ahead and remove those two. Okay, so after you've got those screws removed, you're going to see that this cowl kind of hangs down. There's two little inserts right there and right there that cowl goes into. Push it up and very lightly on either side, kind of pull it out as such, and you shouldn't have any issues. There you go. Those little clips right there, they snap off very easily. So just be sure to be careful with that. Don't snap them, because it is a absolute world of pain if you do that. But there you go. That's the cowl removed, and now with the headlight itself. So for the headlight, you're going to see some Phillips head screws right here and right here. See, that one's a little bit lower than the other one was. But go ahead and remove those two, and this entire rim will be completely loose. Alright, so with those two screws out, this headlight is going to kind of pull out, twist a little bit, and you'll get it out just like that. So go ahead and disconnect those two lines right there, and you'll have the actual headlight assembly free. So these are pretty awkward to get out. This one you want to turn it, and it'll turn like this and slide right out. This one, it might have a lot of resistance. Just don't feel bad. Just get it kind of leveraged right here, and put your other hand on the light. Obviously I'm doing this one-handed, so I can't exactly do that, and pull up. There is quite a bit of resistance, but it will come off without breaking too many things. No, it'll be okay. Just pull that out. Resistance is just the clips in there. Just don't do it too ridiculously hard. So now that you've got the headlight itself out, you're going to see these little clips. That's what holds the headlight into this outer rim that actually mounts on the bike. So these are the longest and hardest part of the tutorial. You have to have a decent amount of patience to get these set into the other one. It's pretty easy removing. Just getting out is the more difficult part. So you want to get preferably needle nose and grab one end there and twist it back towards you to get the clip out. Do that for all of these. Now, either pray to God and hope he doesn't have anything to smite you for, or wear eye protection, preferably eye protection, because these can fly everywhere, and fly into your eye nearly happened to me the first time around, and it's not fun. So wear eye protection before doing this, no matter how much you trust yourself on it. So once you get those clips removed, go ahead and twist this at an angle, and it will pop out of this bracket here. So now that you got the bracket free, you need to get your second headlight and go ahead and set it in. So when you set it in, this little clip on the top there, that is where the top of the headlight mounts in. So for these Daymakers, the 2 go on the bottom and the 1 goes on the top. So make sure that one big bubble is exactly where that clip is, so that you have your headlight mounted in completely straight. Most difficult part of this, you want to get these clips and position them in just like they were on the stock headlight. You want to get one end up and under, and then use those pliers to grab the middle of that and pull it down and pop it into place. While you are popping these clips in, you're going to make sure there's a little nub right here. You want to make sure your headlight is set into that as well as that being straight up there. That makes sure that it doesn't go too far in or out of the ring, so you don't have any gaps in it. So make sure that's lined up and set in before you start clipping, or else you are going to have some problems. Okay, so after you get those clips set in, you're going to make sure there's no large gaps around the headlight and the ring, because your headlight can fog up quite a considerable bit if you have a large gap. Something about that size is okay, because it is sealing with the headlight. Just make sure there's nothing too large and you didn't set those in improperly. Okay, so since this is a LED headlight conversion, you're not going to be using this. You can either just set it back here, or you can tape it back. I highly suggest doubling it back here and taping both the head and the actual wire back, just so you have more room. But you don't necessarily need to do that. It just might rattle and be super annoying over time. So you're going to see this plug on the Daymaker headlight. That just plugs directly into the larger bit here, the 3-prong. Okay, so once you get that plugged in, go ahead and make sure that top clip is situated to the top of the headlight mount. Go ahead and slide it in there and push your light in, and then you can get those 2 Phillips head screws in from the 2 sides there. Just make absolutely sure that top clip is in and it's completely flush right there, because if not, your headlight is not in correctly and the top can pop out and pop down. Okay, so now that we have the 2 Phillips head screws in, your headlight is completely mounted and finished. So from here, you're going to want to install your headlight cowl if you do want this back on. I personally like the look of the headlight cowl off, but if you want it back on, it's super simple, just like you took it off, of course. Those 2 little rubber grommets there, you want to slide in those clips, and you won't hear a popping sound or anything, but it slides in and it secures. And from there, you can go ahead and lean it forward. Make sure you fix these cables, pull them back while you're pushing this forward. From there, you can go ahead and screw in those 2 hex screws that we had here and here, and your cowl will be mounted. And there you go. Now that you have the headlight replaced and cowl installed, you are completely finished. Now from here, you're free to completely test it, make sure it's working right. There you go. Now, new headlights, it really does change the look of the bike for the better. Now, I'm not a big fan of this white light on the glossy black, but it wasn't my decision, not my bike. I'm much a bigger fan of, personally, my black on matte black. But it really does, it changes the look, and it is a night and day difference from the stock headlight. The stock headlight is absolutely useless. And this is an extremely bright light. With that being said, I would definitely recommend adjusting it if you haven't already. I personally have on this beforehand, so I don't need to, because on the low beams, this light is still extremely blinding to other drivers. And just make sure it's in the position you're most comfortable with riding and the position that is most comfortable for, of course, other drivers. I have, before I adjusted mine, drivers that I'm behind will literally pull off the road and wait for you to pass them. That's how bright it is. This in head-on is so much worse. So make sure you get everything adjusted correctly, but other than that, you are completely finished. I highly recommend keeping this old headlight, stowing it somewhere in a parts bin. But there you go, the build's completed. I know this video isn't gonna really get out to most people, because there's not a lot of Street 500 owners that want to do modifications to them. But if this even helped out the 1%, my goal is completely completed. So thank you guys for watching this video. Appreciate it. Hope this helped. See you later.